friends, it's Melissa, and welcome back to the first tree. So I know this is like a month late, if not more by now, but basically the whole sound cut out last time I was filming, and hopefully everything should be fixed now. I actually had to reinstall OBS, so that was a situation, but it's all worked out now as far as I know, so we're just gonna get right back into it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. So what I did was, in my free time, I had to go back and restart and replay the first two chapters of this game since I already did the third, but I also wanted to give enough time so that any reactions I would have would still be genuine because I forget things over time. It's a thing that happens. I'm also going to keep that right there. Yeah. So, alright, so we're on this little trail. And I also needed to remember the buttons, so it was very helpful to go back and remember the buttons. Yeah, this one is going to be a long episode, so I hope you are ready. At least I know where everything I need to find is this time around, but you guys still wouldn't know, unless you've already played the game or anything. But, yeah.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
My key is stuck. There we go. Not really where I wanted to go. Not where I was, but that's fine. Alright, we just have to head back up over here. But yeah, I really like this part because we get to know quite a bit more of the story and what's going on with this guy and his dad. I totally just lost all of my orientation. Okay. Let's see. Should have been right here, right? Oh, here it is. There we go.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
It was actually nice to be able to go back and replay this game too, because there was some stuff that I actually missed the first time, and I didn't. Okay, I tried to get some more of the sparkles, because, yeah, they're the collectibles. Everybody wants to get all the collectibles. I got, I think, the same exact amount, if not less, so I tried, but didn't get them all. But that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go up this hill. Okay, just had to double check everything was still working. Look at our little fox. What did I name it? I think I named it Vixen.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
I got better at jumping, see? I still don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one. Yeah, I got them all. Nice, okay. Remember those jumps when I was playing through my first time really messed me up. And this part, I got lost in. So what I'm gonna do, it's just very dark. All the rocks here are black, so it's very hard to see. And turn my screen brightness like all the way up just to see. Okay. Does that actually change it for you guys, or is that just me? Okay, might just be me, but that's fine. But yeah, so I've really enjoyed this game and playing it, and just really actually listening to a lot of story elements that I didn't notice the first time around. Okay. This is what I need to remember. There's a gap here. Okay. It took me like an hour to get out of this game because I had forgotten how I came in. And do you hear that? Like that shoo. That is a rock. There we go. Alright. So now we have to go back up and go out the way we came.
Sorry, he needs to come in.
He doesn't need to come in, so that's fine. Oof, okay, I can't get up. Okay. Okay. So now, where is the way I came? I did this last time too, and I'm still doing it. Wow. Okay. Because what I dropped down there. I tried to make a note of it, and I still messed up. My goodness. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the one level I don't like, and it's just because it's so hard to see. There we go. I think I found it. Yeah. Here we go. Whew. Okay, definitely didn't take me as long as last time. But still rough. I don't know what that noise was. I guess it was just... I didn't realize we were by the beach. Does not look like we're in the beach. All the wildlife is coming out to play right now, my goodness. Alright. So we gotta go back up that huge hill. Ooh, that was an owl. Okay. The music cut out, I just realized. Like, it's just not playing in the game. Again, one of my main complaints with this game is, and it's like my only complaint really, because it's such a beautiful game, it just takes too long to get places. It does feel sometimes like a fetch quest, but it's fine. Simba, I can't keep petting you, hun. Simba's all next to me trying to get my hand off the computer so it can pet him. My hand is not here just to give you pets. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way. Stop, hon. I can't. I can't right now. Tetris. Okay, remember this part? Oh, yes. See those rocks? You gotta go jump on those rocks. I like these ones better because I can actually see them. Okay. So let us... Ooh, almost didn't make that one. Alright. Nope, there's some sparkles over here. Ooh, don't fall. It's hard, like, you don't want to go too fast over here. This game's so pretty, though. I just love it. That was a weird jump, but I'll take it. Okay, is there anything over? No. Let's go. Boop. Boop. The problem is when I jump, and it's more me than the game, is just I always forget how long you have until you have to press the spacebar for a double jump, because sometimes they want you to press it twice right away, sometimes it's once and then once again, but the once again time differs. Like, that, see, I like did it both at the same time. Last time I was trying to do it where it was like one then the other. There we go. Okay. here is our other obsidian rock. Probably wondering, is the first one we did, it said 1 out of 3. This is our second out of 3. But where is our third? We only had 2 packs to go down. Well, remember when he was talking about that tree? We gotta go back. So we're gonna... I thought that there was something over here. Or am I crazy? I could be crazy. But we shall see in just a moment. Oh, I see it. Okay. That's where we're going. Yeah, it is nice playing this game, and it feels good to just be playing it again, but it also feels good to have a better knowledge of the controls. Okay, before I click on this, I'm gonna let my dog out. Okay.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere.
I'm gonna go get these sparkles.
It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Oh no, we're falling. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Nice landing, Vixen. Okay. Okay, and now this one. I only got one. Well, that's as many as I'm getting. Just giving it one shot and I'm moving on. Alright. So we gotta keep going this way. Oop, I see a sparkle. Oh. So remember when he was talking about the tree at the beginning? Here's our last obsidian. And also I would try to go get those top sparkles, but it's actually impossible. So, oh, I forgot about this. It's a wolf.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead,
I just got
and he's
chills.
never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
No! No, come back! No, come back! It got so somber. The world's like shifting. Holy. Look at all of those mountains. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. Okay. I like forgot about all of this. My goodness. I was like, why did it stop? Ooh, did you see it? Our last little beacon that we gotta go get. Oh no. Nope. Okay, cool. We were drifting to the right. That wasn't good there. Gotta go get it. Gotta go get it.
I need to go to bed. We just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
It's draining. It's really draining. The wolf. I don't know where the wolf went. I'm gonna let this start. My whole computer just glitched, and I don't know why.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Okay, I don't know why my screen is doing that. Hopefully that's not showing up in the recording. But that is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know, do you think this next episode is the last one? Because I'm actually not sure. I feel like 4 parts is kind of weird, but like 5 would be perfect. But who knows? This seems pretty finite, you know? But anyways, do all that stuff. And if you would like to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, please go ahead and click right over here. And if you want to watch another video, probably the other 2 videos if you haven't, go ahead and click right over here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Bye-bye!